getting focused and killed. That Blade Master very, very low. Oh my god. Okay, healing wave just in time. Because that Naga... Okay, Naga's still level 1, so it doesn't have forked lightning, but it has still very high damage and could have killed that Blade Master in just a couple of hits. Now, one Ancient Protector is still attacking, but this is pretty much a standoff at this point. I mean, both players with heroes somewhat damaged, not really willing to fight head-to-head now. The Blade Master is finally salved up, and the salve is actually sticking. So, this Ancient of War is going to be taken down fairly rapidly, although it has eaten a tree. It doesn't make it invincible, so... Now, that Demon Hunter getting hexed, and, oh, that was quite clever by WhO. He caught the Demon Hunter unawares by leaving his Blade Master windwalked right in his base, and so Czech lost his Demon Hunter there because it looked like he wasn't expecting the Blade Master to be there. Anyway, that probably means the end of this tower push. He may lose his Naga as well if he's not careful. He has to be much more careful than this. I think as soon as WhO takes down this tower, he's just going to ensnare that Naga and kill it. And yeah, let's see if he can manage to kill it. That Shadow Hunter sets off the hex before getting detonated and does kill the Naga. So, yeah. The other thing that Czech needed to do was detonate the Shadow Hunter so it couldn't cast that hex. If Czech focuses on that grunt, he might be able to get a kill. No, not anymore. So, WhO has fought off the tower push, and wow. I would not have expected that, considering how many Demolishers he lost. I mean, if he managed to keep all his Demolishers alive, then that would have been expected, but I'm very surprised, and Czech made a mistake, in my opinion, by uprooting his Ancient of War. He needed to bring reinforcements. He could have won the game right there if he had brought reinforcements. Anyway, building a new Ancient of War, building Ancient of Lore in his base. He's still tier 2. What is this? Where did this come from? I'm not sure. Anyway. Blade Master now coming in is not going to be able to cancel one of those Ancients of Lore because they've already gone up, but now Demon Hunter, Blade Master trying to focus down the Demon Hunter right in these Moonwells. It's not going to be successful in that, but oh no. Okay, Czech almost got his Demon Hunter too far away from the Moonwells, and then it could have been ensnared and killed. And, okay, WhO just going for the Dryad instead, and looks like okay, going to go for the Wisps now. Actually, I thought he was going to lure the Demon Hunter away, which he may still be trying to do. Demon Hunter uses the Moonwell, so now Czech is out of Moon Juice. And this could be bad, because now his tower push has not succeeded, and he's going to be in a bit of trouble, because he's out of Moon Juice. He's got very little in his base to actually defend it, and he's going to lose this lore here, unless something very strange happens. And yeah, WhO's going to have no trouble taking down this lore. So WhO now doing more damage with this tiny little push than Czech managed to do with his tower push with 4 Ancients of War. And now finally WhO is putting up his Spirit Lodge, getting more raiders. He's researching pillage now, and one of the obs says Orc Imba. I don't know, not really. I mean, Czech probably could have played that tower rush a bit better, but really great defense from WhO to manage to push that back, and he went for the Ancients at the right time, and you know, he handled that as well as you could expect anyone to handle a tower push. Except with the exception of losing that, maybe the first Demolisher. The second Demolisher... No, the second Demolisher was even worse. That he just sent out in front of his army needlessly. But it turned out that he didn't need that second Demolisher or the first Demolisher to beat the tower push anyway. So, now taking out this Ancient War, he has Pillage up, I think. And pretty soon there will be some casters coming in. There's a Kodo. Actually not building any casters, just built the Spirit Lodge, but now not producing anything out of it. I guess he's busy with the micro. Not really doing anything though. He lost a raider. I think he may have denied that raider. And now, yeah, Czech being forced to produce Ancients of War outside his base to defend. And this is really not a good situation for him. Even with his Nature's Blessing, those raiders are being very, very dangerous in these raids. And looks like WhO... I wonder if WhO has seen that. I don't think he has his knights, so he hasn't seen those Ancients of War being produced. But otherwise, he could just go cancel... Oh, now he's seen them for sure. So, who's going to cancel these Ancients of... Czech just cancels them right away. Doesn't even wait. And detonates the Wisp. So, WhO definitely in a winning position at this point, and I really don't see Czech coming back in this. He's got only one lore up, now trying to put up 2 more inches of war in front of his base, and WhO just creeping, getting his Blade Master level 4. His Shadowhunter is already 3. What are those items? Greater Mana Potion for the Shadowhunter. So, yeah, these are just huge items for WhO, and he's going to win this game decisively, I think. And as soon as he moves in, he does have to move in, but here comes the Blade Master. He's going to see that Czech really has nothing. His Ancients of War are still going up. His Moon Juice is going to be maxed out because it's day very soon. And yeah, WhO just going for the Ancients of War, stopping them from going up, making sure he still has an open base to fight in. Now going for the Dryads, getting his Blade Master a little damage, and it looks like he's not really able to extricate that Blade Master. However, he does have a Potion of Healing. There's the Speed Scroll, so he gets the Blade Master out. Now going back in is a little low. He got it attacked by the Tree of Life, and this Naga is out of mana, so no Forked Lightning is going to be involved. WhO getting his Blade Master very low. He loses his Blade Master, but he also kills the Demon Hunter. And that's not really the kind of trade he wanted to make at this point. But on the other hand, with Czech very low, his base is wide open, and WhO can just waltz in there. He's got a level 4 Shadowhunter. He's got Raiders to counter the Dryads. Slow Poison, I mean, you can't really do hit and run when you're stuck in the back of your base behind your own gold mine. So, yeah, Czech is just going to lose this. Okay, there goes the Naga, and, okay, Czech GG's finally. Actually, okay, well, he said something. I don't know what it was. It wasn't in English. But, yeah. So, that was quite a game, and if you want to see how to fight off a Tower Rush by the Elf, watch that again. I mean, in one way, WhO had an advantage, which is that he didn't put up a Spirit Lodge. So he didn't have to worry about that building. It would have been in an awful place. It probably would have gotten killed. So he had not invested the resources in that. That was a big advantage for him. But WhO did a very good job of fending off that Tower Rush, and if you're having trouble with that, I advise you to watch that game. Watch that game again. It was a very good exhibition of how to do that. Anyway, this is probably all the commentaries I'm going to do for today. So I'd just like to say a few things in conclusion. First of all, thanks for listening to all my commentaries, if you do, and thanks for listening to 1 or 2 if you only listen to 1 or 2. I really appreciate having listeners and your viewers, or whatever you want to call them. You know, so if you want to see a commentary on a particular game or a particular matchup, I don't know why I did Night Elf versus Orc this time. I just chose the games that I thought would be most interesting, and I mean, some of them were pretty good games, some were pretty boring, whatever. That's what you get when you don't watch them beforehand. So, if you want to see particular things rather than just what I think is going to be the most interesting, you know, go ahead and PM me and say, I want to see, you know, Night Elf versus Undead, and I'll show you Night Elf versus Undead if I can. If I can find one that is at all good, I mean. Anyway, then, another thing is, okay, go to wcreplays.com, and if you have a copy of Warcraft, don't do this if you don't have a copy of Warcraft, because you need to watch a replay. Download Freak's audio commentary number 509, I think, yeah, 509. It's on one of the games that I also commentated, but he's doing it from a more, an analytic point of view, from the standpoint of someone who's actually going to, you know, giving advice to other players. So, watch that game. It's much, much better than my commentary on it, seriously. Freak is really good. That's Phreak. He was once a top 5 player. He's not top 5 anymore, but he's still a very good player. Yeah, go watch that commentary. It's on Lyn vs. Rainbow Game 2. Download it, watch it, listen to it. It's definitely worth it. I like Freak's commentaries, and this is a particularly good one. So I highly advise you to do that. Watch the others if you want, too. But I recommend this one in particular, because it was on one of the games that I commentated, and I thought that was funny. Yeah. I can't think of anything else really to say, except, you know, keep watching, keep leaving comments. Yeah, thanks for listening. This is Anonymous signing off.